Hey, what's going on, guys? Vandalay here, bringing you another episode of Late Night Gaming. Tonight, we're going to take a look at the Blue Sphere game in Sonic & Knuckles. Let's go ahead and start right now with Sonic here in the first stage. I do believe these are just randomized, I'm not entirely sure. But the main objective is to obviously collect blue spheres. Now, you can also be a little fancy and go for the perfects. And in order to get the perfects, you need to collect not only every blue sphere, but also every ring. Now this can be challenging because sometimes you actually have to create the rings yourself. As such, I just kind of messed that one up, so no perfect this time. However, if you circle a square like so, you actually turn them into rings, which is very important in order to get the perfects. Although the perfects really don't matter in the grand scheme of things, but something to keep in mind if you want to add a little extra finesse to your blue sphere game. Now, I've always found blue spheres to be quite relaxing, so I thought it'd be a great choice to do for late night gaming, as I haven't done one in quite some time, and I've had some requests to start the series up again. So I thought, hey, why not? Why not give it a go? I mean, I got the fancy, microphone now. I can talk and it can pick up very low, quiet sounds, so I thought, why not? But look at that, we finished the first level. Or what I think is the first level. I'm not entirely sure. Well, it says level 1, and congratulations. Great job, Sonic. Now, I've always loved the Sonic & Knuckles logo. It's just always appealed to me, the outline, or the silhouette, if you will. Now if you press X, you can actually change to Knuckles, as indicated by the red stars on those spheres there. So let's go ahead and get started with level 2. Now, back on the Genesis, in order to actually get into Blue Sphere, wow, I was not paying attention there. Let's try that again. Okay. Anyways, I for some reason thought those would turn into rings. I just saw a square of blue spheres and thought I could circle it. But, wow, I screwed up again. Okay, let's try this one more time. I'm a little rusty, if you can't tell. But anyhow, back to what I was saying. In order to actually get into Blue Sphere, I always remember having to connect, well, because Sonic & Knuckles, the actual game cartridge, if you don't know, allowed you to connect either Sonic 2 or Sonic 3 on top of it, and that would actually unlock Knuckles in Sonic 2 and the Sonic 3 portion of Sonic & Knuckles, or better known as Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And in order to actually activate the Blue Sphere, you would have to plug in a game other than Sonic 2 and 3, and it would give you a error message or a no way sign. And if you pressed, I think it was A or something, you would actually activate the Blue Sphere, the hidden game. And this is it right here. They just kind of added it in as bonus content, so you don't actually have to do anything fancy to find it. It's just in the main menu of the this Xbox 360 port. Now this one's a bit tricky, I think, because I'm already confused and I've already messed it up quite a few times. But let's just see if I can't complete this one here. 8 more to go. I think this actually might be the final 8. Yeah, there we go. Didn't get the perfect, but I think trying for that perfect might have been stretching it a bit. And Knuckles just punches, and he keeps punching, he's just punch, 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 punch. Alright, level 2 down. Let's try level 3. And this is, by the way, one of my favorite songs from the Sonic series, is the No Way or Get Blue Sphere song. I've always enjoyed it very much, and I've used it in quite a few videos, actually. Okay, look at this color scheme here. That's another thing I've always enjoyed, is the color schemes of these blue spheres. And in fact, I mean, Blue Sphere is probably my favorite special stage from the classic games, if not all of Sonic. And it's unfortunate that they keep reusing the half pipe from Sonic 2 in a lot of the games instead of, Blue Spheres, which I think is a darn shame because, I love Blue Sphere. But oh well. We'll see. Maybe in the if there's ever a Sonic 4 Episode 3, maybe they'll bring back Blue Spheres. Who knows? But for now, let's just enjoy the sometimes calm atmosphere of Blue Sphere. Now, I did think it's kind of impressive, the Genesis, Blue Sphere. Actually, to get this thing kind of looking like 3D. Same thing with the half pipe. I always thought that looked pretty good on the Genesis. But that's just me. Should I be going for the perfects? I think I already messed it up. I think I'll go for the perfect on the next one. I don't know how long this is going to be. I don't want to make these too long. But then again, it's nice to have something to, just sit back and listen to for a good half hour or so. 25 minutes or 20, I don't know, something like that. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for late night gaming, just throw out a game and I'll see what I can do. Granted, if I don't have it, obviously I can't do it. But go ahead and shout something out. If I like your suggestion, I could pick it and I'll give you a little shout out if I do pick the game that you suggested. And level 3 is down. Let's just take a look at where we at here. Okay, we're only at 7 minutes. We got plenty of time to do this. Level 4. Let's switch back to Knuckles. I think we'll just alternate here between Sonic and Knuckles. Now, as far as I know, I don't know if you can actually get Tails in the Blue Sphere game itself. I haven't really experimented with it too much, but I'm sure there might be a way. Who knows? But I can't seem to get away from the classic Sonic games. It seems. I'm always playing them. Always going back to them, trying to revisit them anytime I can. Because they are my favorite, Sonic games, and my top 5 games of all time are the Sonic 1 through 3 and Knuckles. In fact, I actually have been trying to collect the Japanese versions of the classic Sonic games, or known as the Mega Drive in Japan. So I've actually been eBay hunting, trying to find the completed versions that means box and manual with the cartridge of the Genesis games. And I've found all of them except Sonic and Knuckles. Oh, okay, kind of messed that one up there. But yeah, I found Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic 3 completed in box for a relatively decent price. However, Sonic and Knuckles is very expensive, ranging anywhere from $60 to $80 on eBay, and that's for the Japanese version. And even the U.S. version of Sonic and Knuckles completed in box can run you anywhere from $35 to $40 on eBay as well. It's because it's actually a cardboard box. A lot of Genesis games early on had that hard plastic case, but I guess to save on production costs, they switched to cardboard, which is actually a damn shame for collectors like myself who are kind of very stingy, and well, not stingy, but they're, what's the word I'm looking for? Very picky on the condition of the games that they buy. Also, having to have complete with the manual. Okay, that was confusing. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, I have to have the manual, or else I go nuts. And that's actually one thing that I'm very disappointed in gaming today, is the fact that game manuals are shrinking and are almost non-existent. I recently picked up Link Between Worlds, and I was expecting, Nintendo of all people to include a nice color manual with their games, but even A Link Between Worlds, had a 2-page black and white little sleeve that said, go online to see the full manual, or actually it might have even been on the game cartridge itself. And I thought that was a darn shame, because part of the, for me at least, or many others I'm sure, is that when you get a new game, you open the game up, you take a look at the manual, you kind of look through it. I mean, even though you don't ever really need to read it, it's it's part of that collection purpose, it's part of the experience of getting a brand new game. And it's kind of sad that so many games and are coming with just these 2-page black and white little sleeves, and it's kind of boring. That game case is getting lighter and lighter and smaller, Whoa. Oh boy, we had one more to go and I messed it up. Alright, let's try our luck with Sonic here. But yeah, I think it's a shame for collectors like myself. Even things going all digital now, I'm not a fan of digital at all. Because if that, something happens to your system, or if that company goes out of business, or, the servers go down, I mean, what happens then? That game is gone. I mean, take a game like, like the, original Legend of Zelda, 1986, or 1987, either one of those, I forgot. No, it's 1986, that came out. Imagine playing an Xbox game, 27 years from now. I mean, I can't really picture it, because not only is the hardware failure so, high on newer technology, which is funny. I think that the newer technology has a higher failure rate. I can't see myself being able to play these games 25 years from now. But games like these, cartridge based games, seem to stand the test of time so far. But man, wow, was not paying attention there. Alright, we'll get this one, don't worry, we'll get this one. But it's not really about me winning or completing these, it's just part of the, it's just the background for my, my ramblings, it seems, here. But yeah, I would consider myself a game collector. I'm very particular. I usually collect games that I want to play. Some people collect games that, like for example, they'll try to collect every single Nintendo 64 game, even if they might not enjoy all those games. They just want to complete their collection, which I can understand. But that's kind of an expensive way to collect. And I think, games should be played that you collect, So that's why I don't really enjoy, or I don't think I would enjoy collecting brand new games, sealed. I mean, sure, they look nice, but you can't really play it. Unless maybe you have another copy of it, then I could see collecting, sealed games. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of that. Now let's try to get these last 2 dang blue spheres here. I think they're somewhere over here, maybe? I don't really know. It's kind of hard to... I've always found it difficult to play these special stages and talk at the same time, because they speed up and they go faster and faster. You gotta react, especially on the Xbox 360 version. The lag, I guess you could say, is a lot more than if you're playing a Genesis. Everything runs so smooth, and it's just instantaneous when you press the button. Sonic moves. And where are these last 2 spheres? I don't know. Okay, I'm a little lost here. Let's go this way. Nope, not over here. Oh, they're there. Okay, I found them. Okay, no, there's one. Okay. Take it easy. Oh boy, we're stuck. Oh, there we go. Okay. Whew, got a little nervous there. Got the orange emerald. Level 4, sure. Okay, back to Knuckles here. Oh, wrong button. I tend to do that a lot. Hit the start button thinking that'll work. Oh. Interesting colors, alright. Okay, let's see. Now, what was I talking about? Oh, game collecting, right. Yeah, I have, one of the reasons why I was collecting the, Japanese versions of the classic Sonic games is actually because of the box art. I think the box art for the, Japanese versions is fantastic because they use the, Japanese, design of classic Sonic, which you didn't know is actually different. If you just Google, Japanese versions of Sonic 1, you'll see that, it's the more, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess anime or cartoony look to Sonic, because the American Sonic kind of has a butt face, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I think it's very ugly box art because Sonic just looks really bad. So I've always enjoyed I've always enjoyed the Japanese classic Sonic over the American. Let's try this again. Let's try it with Sonic this time. Or that was Sonic. Let's try it with Knuckles. See if Knuckles had any better luck on this one. But yeah, so hopefully those come in soon, and maybe someday I'll find a good price on the Sonic and Knuckles Japanese version. But again, that thing is very expensive. The box looks great though. I love the design of the box on the Japanese version. But again, it's just that cardboard, when they switched over it, it's a lot harder to find one in good condition, so that's the biggest thing, is the condition of it. And also, another thing to remember is that if you buy a Japanese Genesis game, you actually can't play it on your US console unless you buy a Game Genie. Right into that sphere. Unless you buy a Game Genie, which actually allows you to play Japanese games on your American Genesis, because you put the Game Genie in your Genesis, and you plug in the Japanese game on top, and you enter a code which will bypass the region lock on the Genesis, so I can actually play the Japanese versions. I don't know if I would buy them if I couldn't play them, because I'm going to display, the games, because I think they're so pretty looking. And oh boy, I almost messed myself up there. But yeah, I want to display them as well as play them. So this opens the door for some other possibilities, of buying other Japanese games. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll get the Japanese version of 3D Blast and Spinball. I haven't looked at the prices on those, but I'm sure they're pretty high. Because I think 3D Blast also came in a cardboard box, because that was also a later Genesis release. I believe 3D Blast was the last Sonic game on the Genesis, which was, I think, 1995 or 6, I want to say. Sonic and Knuckles was 94. I missed the Blue Sphere period. Yeah, I saw it. Okay. But yeah. Let's see. Speaking of the classic games, the Sonic 2 update on the mobile devices actually went live about a week ago now. Christian Whitehead and or known as Taxman and Stealth, who did the Sonic CD and the Sonic 1 remasters, did Sonic 2, and they actually added in Hidden Palace Zone, which is a scrap level in Sonic 2, and I was very impressed with the level itself, and the brand new boss fight also. And what's interesting about that is the way you actually access Hidden Palace in that game is, if you recall, in Mystic Cave Zone, there was that one spike pit that you could fall down, and it was, it wasn't a bottomless pit, but it was just a very deep pit with spikes in it. And so what they did was they removed the spikes and put a pit in there. And when you fall down, you actually get transported to the hidden Palace Zone. I thought that was just a brilliant, way to put it in there. But yeah, the level itself is great. The boss fight is very fun, unique boss. So definitely check it out if you got an iPhone, or I don't know if it's out for Android yet. I think it might just be iPhone, but iPhone users actually get it for free if they already paid for the original Sonic 2 way back in, I don't know when they released that. That was quite a while ago. Oh boy, I messed it up again. But can I just do a random? Let's try a random code here. Let's try those numbers. See what that does. If that changes anything. Watch it be some crazy super hard level. Or it's the first level again. Okay, I guess we're gonna do the first level again. Yeah, I guess there are certain codes to play different Blue Sphere levels, but I don't know any of the codes, obviously. Those things are like 15, 20 digits long. I'm not gonna memorize any of those. But if I recall, if you actually get it perfect, they'll ramp up the difficulty on the next level. So let's go ahead and try to get it perfect and see what happens. Now, sometimes it's tricky to get it perfect because you actually need to get some Blue Spheres last, and so in order to ensure you get every single ring. Let's see if I can't do it here. There we go. Let's see. A lot of rings in this one, though. Alright, so we got 21. Okay. And look at that, speeding up. Look at that. Getting pretty fast. Turn these into rings. There we go. So we got 9 more. I think I messed this up. Yeah, I sure did. Yeah, see what I should have done is actually save that for last, because I turned them into rings, but that was also the last few spheres that I needed, so I couldn't really get it perfect on it. But you know what, I think that might do it for this edition of Late Night Gaming. We're at about 20 minutes, 22 minutes or so. So I think that's probably a good place to stop. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, suggest any other game that you might like to see. I'll see what I can do. So, until next time, this is Vandalay. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.